What's up, my friends? If you are watching this video, then your YouTube channel has probably just been suspended. This just happened to us, and obviously it's a huge bummer. You're probably very angry right now, and it took us quite a bit of effort to get the channel back. The good news is we did get the channel back. It took like 15 or 16 days, so over 2 weeks.
Wilson, where are you?
And it took quite a bit of effort. We did a lot of research, and our approach changed a little bit as we did more and more research. So in this video, I want to help you guys out. Anyone whose channel's been terminated, let's talk about what we figured out, how our approach changed, and what we'd recommend for you to get your channel reinstated. Now, if you're a YouTuber whose channel hasn't been suspended yet and you've somehow stumbled into this video, I would highly recommend going through the next video I'm going to make, which is all about how to back up your current YouTube channel and mirror your content out to other platforms, just to make sure that YouTube doesn't have the ability to rob you of all of this time and energy and money that you're investing into their platform. But if you've already been robbed of all of that and you want to get your channel back, here's a step-by-step strategy, exactly what I'd recommend for you to give you the best odds at getting your channel reinstated. The first thing you need to do is figure out what exactly happened in your situation. YouTube's not going to give you a whole lot of information outside of the original termination emails that they give you. So the wrong move here is to freak out and start tweeting at YouTube and filing appeals and emailing people. Slow down and figure out what your defense is going to be. You have to structure your defense before you go at YouTube. And that's what, we made that mistake. The first appeal that we filed was not a good appeal. It didn't address anything about the YouTube guidelines. It didn't address anything about the terms of service. It basically didn't get responded to. And, we found out later that that original appeal actually got denied. So we permanently got terminated from YouTube only because that extra research that we did that helped us, better structure our defense. That's the only reason our second appeal got through and actually got our channel reinstated.
Truth shall set you free.
So it's really important that you go through and actually look at the YouTube guidelines, the terms of service, and figure out what may have happened in your situation. Obviously, most people aren't going to spend 6 hours or however long it would take to go through the entire YouTube guidelines and terms of service.
By clicking agree, you are also acknowledging that Apple may show your mouth to the butthole of another iTunes user. Oh boy.
There's a really good resource that we found. It's just some random WordPress blog, but I'll link to it below. And that's the best resource we found for interpreting the YouTube guidelines in terms of service. That also talks about a lot of the common reasons why people get their channels terminated and suspended, and basically really helped us in structuring our defense and getting our channel reinstated. So spend at least 30 minutes going through that website and figure out what your defense is going to be before you start going at YouTube. Again, our first appeal was a mess, and it wasn't very good. It didn't address anything about the terms of service or guidelines, so I don't even know if it got looked at.
Delete.
But after we spent a few hours going through and researching, we found 3 or 4 different things that might have happened to trigger our channel getting terminated. And one of those probably did happen because the second appeal we wrote, that one did get accepted. That one got our channel reinstated. So you've got to go through and figure out what may have happened in your situation. For our situation personally, we found that YouTube will very frequently shut down channels automatically for using the word hacking too much. So all of our videos about negotiation hacks and productivity hacks and mindset hacks, all of those may have triggered our automatic termination. So we made sure to address that inside of this second appeal. Another thing that we saw was a lot of cryptocurrency channels being shut down for different coin offerings and things like that. So we made sure to address, hey, we may have talked about cryptocurrency, but we've never done anything with a coin offering or anything like that. So you need to figure out in your situation what may have happened, address those 3 or 4 different points, and hope that one of those guesses is correct and that the appeal actually gets looked at. But you do need to slow down, form a defense before you do anything else. Once you know what your defense is going to be, now it's time to go to battle with YouTube. You need to go in and file your appeal using the official form that YouTube gives you. I'll put a link to that below. And you need to really closely follow the directions here. It says, for instance, that you need to use your channel ID and not your custom URL, which, we found that through going through our browser history and just looking at the URLs with YouTube Studio and things like that. I'm sure there's other ways to find your channel ID, but you're looking for your actual channel ID, not your custom URL. And that's pretty much the only rule. You get 1,000 characters to actually write your appeal, so you need to make every word count and every character count. We spent over an hour writing our appeal, just going through and pruning words and figuring out how we could get extra information into there to make sure that we could communicate our points and get our channel reinstated. From my research, there's basically 2 ways to write this appeal and structure your defense. You can deny everything and say, hey, this is just an algorithmic screw up. Get a human to take a look at this, and you're going to see that this was a mistake. The channel needs to be reinstated. That's the preferred route. If you can go that way, that's great. Option number 2 is to figure out what you actually did wrong and repent and say, hey, please give me my channel back. Please give me another shot. I know what I did was wrong, but I'm never going to do it again in the future. And basically just grovel to them and beg for the channel back. Now, which route you go for is obviously going to depend on what your channel was actually terminated for and if that termination reason was actually valid. In our situation, we had never even received a warning. We never had a video taken down, never had a strike, either copyright or community guidelines. So we knew that our situation was just an algorithmic screw up and it just needed to be addressed and corrected by a human. But your situation may be different. Don't just copy our appeal. At the end of the day, you need to address what YouTube thinks happened in your situation on your channel. So you need to figure out, what does YouTube think happened?
I mean, come on. I know you. You know you. And I know you know that I know you.
And I wouldn't recommend just picking one, find 3 or 4 different things and try to include all of those inside of your appeal. And hopefully you'll guess right and figure out what YouTube actually thinks happened in your situation. Now, once you file your appeal, you're going to get a reply in your email that just lets you know that your appeal has been received and they're going to work on it. But you don't want to give up now. You want to keep on trying to make noise and ultimately try to get some human's attention inside of YouTube to actually take a look at your case. So the next move I'd recommend is emailing creator support. If your channel was large enough to have access to creator support, now is obviously the time you want to use it. So go check on YouTube's support page. I'll leave a link below, and you can figure out if you have access to creator support. If you do, get in touch with them now. Every single time I've reached out to creator support in the past 6 years, as of, mid-2020, I've only gotten responses from real human beings. So creator support is an awesome way to get in touch with an actual human and have people just take a look at your case. Now, the people inside of creator support can't actually override the decisions of whatever moderation team is taking down all of our accounts. They can't override those decisions, but they can at least hold your hand through the process and let you know what's going on with your case, because outside of creator support, you're not going to get any updates at all outside of your channel actually being reinstated. A lot of people never get any reply on their appeal. So, creator support is a great resource to just make sure that your case is on the right track to getting, a human to actually review it. Now, this goes without saying, but be nice to these guys. I can only imagine the type of hate that all of these YouTube support agents get every single day with all this content moderation and censorship and stuff going on.
How may I help you?
You can start by wiping that dumbass smile off your rosy cheeks.
So be nice to these guys, and keep in mind, although they probably can't help you out too much, they might be able to hurt you. So no reason to piss these guys off, no reason to get angry at these guys.
Ma'am?
Could you give me a second, sir?
Ultimately, creator support's not responsible for taking down your account. So be nice to them, and maybe you can get a favor from them, but you'll at least get a response. So emailing creator support is a great third thing to do here. The fourth thing you want to do is post on YouTube's support forums. All we're trying to do here is get our case in front of a real human being to take a real legitimate look at it.
Thank you, prosecutor. I will now consider the evidence.
And it's clear from my research that the employees on the YouTube support forums do have the ability to escalate your appeal and make sure it gets looked at by that right person. So it didn't help us in our situation, specifically, but it could make the difference in your situation. And if you scroll through YouTube support forums, you'll see many, many channels that the only way they got reinstated was through making a post on the support forums. So I would recommend you do the same. If you want to just copy our post, kind of the structure and everything, that did get a reply. But you know, the YouTube support forums, they have the ability to escalate your case, and it's another place that you want to make some noise. The fifth thing I would do is start tweeting, specifically the @TeamYouTube account, and kind of creating a please help SOS tweet for your audience, your fans, to go in and start retweeting. And if you get enough retweets on it, you will start to get replies from Team YouTube, and they do have the ability to escalate cases. It wasn't really helpful in our situation, but again, it's just another way that we can start making some waves and try to get an actual person to look at our case. The next thing we can do, the sixth thing we can do, is start to make noise on our own platform, our own website, our own social media networks. If you have your own audience, you want to start riling them up now and making some noise, as I've been saying many, many times. Google and YouTube, they are not dumb. If you have your own fan base, they want you sending that traffic to their platform where they can control your fan base and sell them ads and things like that. So start posting on your website, start riling up your audience, and create a little campaign around it. I've seen people create petitions and things like that. Ultimately, you just need to prove to Google and YouTube that this is going to be worse for YouTube than it is for you, basically. That your audience is going to stay by you rather than YouTube. So show YouTube that through your own audience and through your own website. For us personally, this is where our journey ended. Once we published, part 2, all of the updates, which was a pretty scathing, review and rebuke against YouTube. It was a very harsh critique, and we've since taken it down, but 20 minutes after we posted that very harsh update, we got an unsolicited email from someone named Lay in YouTube support team. And Lay basically got involved and said, hey, I'm going to make sure that this gets looked at by the right person. And once Lay got involved, it was less than 24 hours before our channel was reinstated. So it just goes to show you what we're really trying to do here is get someone's attention inside of YouTube and get them to advocate for you. You need someone to just go to the right person and say, hey, I know this channel, it's a mistake, and that's all we're trying to do. So Lay was that person for us, and I assume that Google has some type of sophisticated listening software that detected our new blog post right when it went live. So once Lay got involved, all was well in the world, and we basically got our advocate. But even if YouTube did not reinstate our channel, we were not going to give up. The next thing on our list was to start contacting different journalists and podcasts and radio shows and seeing where we could be interviewed and find people that wanted to tell this story about, YouTube censorship, essentially, or algorithmic, moderation, whatever. And it's very clear looking at all of the different channel reinstatements and terminations that have happened. If your channel starts getting picked up in major publications, major newspapers, major blogs and things like that, you are so much more likely to quickly get this thing looked at. So obviously there's like a PR team at Google that has the ability to escalate these cases as well. So our next step was to really try to start creating bad PR for YouTube through other people's platforms and, telling this story so that we could either get our channel back or leverage it to rebuild some of the audience that we were losing. So one of our next moves was to literally just start kind of mail bombing. I don't want to say bombing.
You said bomb.
I said it's not like I have a bomb.
You said bomb on an airplane.
What's wrong with saying bomb on an airplane?
You can't say bomb on an airplane.
Bomb, 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 bomb. You gonna arrest me?
So one of our next ideas was to literally just start sending mail to random people and finding someone that, again, could just open it up, read our situation, and go hand it off to the right person inside of the company to actually get our case looked at. Because we knew that once someone took a look at it, it was going to be clear that it was a mistake. And luckily, that was the situation for us, and we did get our channel back. So we're happy campers now. So that's all the different things we had, guys. And luckily, we got our channel back by step 6. But that's 8 different things that you can try to get someone's attention inside of YouTube and get your channel reinstated. I wish you the best of luck with it. And guys, once you do get your channel back, make sure you check out, like, the first thing I did when we got our channel back was I went and backed up the entire database of our videos and I put them on other websites. I backed them up on different platforms. And now we're kind of impervious from YouTube terminations, right? Because at least our content will live on in other places. So make sure you check out the new video I'm going to be doing next week. That's all about how to back up your content and how I recommend that you actually distribute your YouTube videos. But that is all for today, guys. Good luck getting your channel back. I wish you the best of luck, and let us know if there's anything we can do to help, or if you have any questions, We did a lot of research on it, so let us know, and best of luck.